missed calls in a new city with a couple new balls and some new friends. They don't know who you are, but I like them better anyway. Cause they don't stress when I'm having some fun, and they don't guess if I'm feeling undone. Though I can't sleep now, I wonder if I like it better, like it better. We've been so unattached that I think I need to connect. Cause can't fall asleep alone. I think I still need you on the phone. Yeah, I can't fall asleep alone. And I just miss the way you go. And I hate the way we left it, pretending being selfish. But you know I cannot help it, cause I'm not the best with help. But still need you on the phone. Cause I can't fall asleep alone. Oh God, just a second, think I might have slept it. I'm the one who made this bed, I gotta rep it. Ain't no rest for the wicked or the selfish. But maybe there's another way to say that I like to boss when I call you. Ain't a thing that is called but a fall through. Got a couple nights and they are all for you. We've been so unattached that I think I need to connect. Cause can't fall asleep alone. No, I can't. Think I still need you on the phone. I still need you on the phone. Can't fall asleep alone. I can't. And I just miss the way you go. Oh yeah. And I hate the way we left it, pretending being selfish. But you know I cannot help it, cause I'm not the best with help. Still need you on the phone. Cause I can't fall asleep alone. Can't fall asleep alone.
Hello? Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Holy shit. Happy Saturday. It's so strange to be streaming on a Saturday and not playing Red Dead Redemption. That's kind of, oh man. How are you? How was your week? We had a pretty stacked week unintentionally. We did Doki Doki on Monday. Wait, I can pull this up. We did Doki Doki on Monday. This feels like a lifetime ago, I'm not gonna lie. We did some Lego building and we listened to the Watch the Party Die episode on Dissect Podcast, as well as the Super Bowl announcement. We played Dale and Dawson yesterday, Aux Battle today, more Dale and Dawson tomorrow. I'm not sure if this is still happening. It seemed like some people won't be available for the game tomorrow, so this one is tentative. We might not participate. Rudy!
7 months of Rip and Fart sunglasses emoji.
Thank you for resubscribing for 5 months. Happy 7 months to us. Hey, I'm new here. Love your YouTube video, by the way. Thank you so much, Nope, for tuning in. Nice to see you here. Who are the Aux Battle artists featured? We'll go over it in a second, but basically I had a submission form during the stream on Wednesday and had people submit according to the prompt. This prompt specifically was chosen by chat, and I think that it's a pretty relevant prompt considering today is the first day of fall officially. Super exciting. Oh my god, no way. Okay, whatever. I don't know why this keeps happening. Hello from Austin, Texas. Hello, Gary. Is the camera supposed to be frozen? Yeah, it's on purpose. I'm now a PNG tuber, and I'm just going to be using a picture of my face. I know, it didn't freeze at all last stream. Kitty suggested that it might be because of my motherboard overheating. And maybe Dawson just wasn't as intense earlier today, like right before the stream I was setting up for the Aux Battle and stuff, so it might have taken some time. Shit. I think switching screens, I missed your... resub notification, Tony. But thank you for the Prime. Happy 7 months to us. Got JPEG Mafia to sign my record at his Toronto show. I hope you had fun. I don't think my JPEG show is until next year. I should double check though, because I am not keeping track. I'm not paying attention. And yeah, everyone put an F in chat for Brad Buck's JPEG Mafia show. Wait, give me a second. Calculator. Oops, I opened the block. Oh shit. I mean, we're gonna have a nice chill stream today. We're not gonna be stressed at all. It's gonna be so fun and engaging and exciting. Okay, never mind. It can't be more stressful than the work week. It went by pretty quickly for me, but I wasn't working on Monday, and the rest of the week feels like a blur, so. I love saying that I thought my song was included in the Twitch DJ catalog, but it's not. Don't worry, I went through manually. Here, let me explain a little bit. So these are the final submissions for the Aux Battle number 3. Here, wait. We have a bunch of good submissions. I looked through some of these. I'm super excited to be listening to today. I personally go through, I sanitize these links. So one person got disqualified for sending a Spotify link. Sorry, MF Doom, you will not be played today. I go through and I remove duplicates if they're later. Or if they are submitted later, so I take the first come first served, and I manually am disqualifying Kendrick Lamar Hole Up because it's a path spoiler. So I think those are the only ones that I added a disqualification for. I went through to check if they were allowed in the DJ program, so these are updated as of last night. There were a couple that some people said no and I did find them, and there were a couple that some people said yes and I couldn't find them, so I don't know if it's like a regional thing. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying my best. The purple theme, sheesh, I know. Just trying my best to be a little bit more professional, fun, and cohesive on this stream. Turns out my pick was a different version of the song made the same artist with the same title. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. I'm sure that some that say that they are allowed are actually not, so it's a bit, it's still new, and we're still figuring it out, and that's okay, So, last night, I stayed up, okay, I should say this morning, because I stayed up until 7 a.m. working on, instead of a coin flip, which is what we did last time, we're going to be using a custom website that I spent way too much time on and will probably only end up using once a month, and maybe we'll end up not ever using it again. Who knows? It's this chance elimination. So it'll take us down from 40, I think this is 42 submission, I think this is 42 submissions without the disqualifications and anything not allowed on the Twitch DJ program. And it'll take us down to 32. So, well, it's pretty fun. Right now, Isaac really wants a lucky fortune, so let's give him the fortune, and then we'll we'll run the elimination round. Isaac, your color is yellow. I saw a poll message at 5:30 a.m. your time and was concerned. Yeah, I didn't sleep until 7-ish. So I will fix my sleep schedule tonight. I hope. So Isaac, thank you for redeeming channel points for your fortune. It reads, your optimism will attract good energy and people. Oh god, I can't even read that. I need to get like a third light just for my desk. I mean, a fourth light just for my desk. So we'll write your name on it and we'll stick you in the orb. Isaac. Dude. Welcome to the orb. I slept 12 hours, 12 to 12. Oh my goodness. You must feel so rested. Well, actually, either you might feel super rested or you might feel terrible. One or the other, depending on how hydrated you are, I do believe. Okay, so I'll show you how this will work. We will remove anything that is not allowed in the Twitch DJ channel. We will remove anything that is disqualified for my personal walkthrough. And then we're left with 44. So let's copy these over to the chance elimination. The prompt, everyone remember, is a song that makes you feel nostalgic. Okay, I haven't tested this on stream yet, so we'll see how it goes. It's a bit loud.
Joey Badass, Snakes. Eliminated. Enter, Calabria 2008, Feetnatusgia. Eliminated. Armand Hammer, The Alchemist, Falling Out the Sky. Eliminated. Gorillas, Feel Good Incorporated. Eliminated. Keen, Everybody's Changing. Eliminated. Coldplay, Viva La
This is so
Vida.
brutal.
Eliminated. The Strokes, Hard to Explain. Eliminated. Kendrick Lamar, Money Trees. Eliminated. Curtis Mayfield, The Makings of You. Eliminated. Gnarls Barkley, Crazy. Eliminated. Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good, single version. Eliminated. Fred again, Maria, We've Lost Dancing. Eliminated.
Okay, so now I have this little copy thing over here. I'm going to open up a poll. So if there is anything that you feel super passionate about that you want to keep and you want to sacrifice another track for, it's a random track that gets sacrificed. Oh my god, why am I shaking? We're gonna have a veto elimination round. Subscriber votes are worth 2 because we're not doing the green room elimination round anymore. But go ahead and type the number in chat. Why are you not showing up on the screen? Browser source poll. Oh fuck. My bad.
The Strokes. Everyone.
Take your time. I didn't think so far ahead as to recognize when we should close this and how we should take into account a veto. I guess if something is like super overwhelming, if you want to save it, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think you can vote for multiple. However, keep in mind, it will be replaced by another song that will be locked into elimination, and you cannot veto that one. I don't want to save any if it means getting eliminated. I'm sorry. Good. That's exactly the thought process you should be having right now. Can there be an option saying we're happy with all eliminations? Oh, that would be a good idea, actually. Maybe I should have done that. I'll try to remember to do that next time.
Type 4 guys.
Fall Guys? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm happy with the elimination round. I thought Gorillas isn't allowed on Twitch though. All of the Gorillas tracks that I looked at were available except for someone submitted I think it was 19.2. Where is it? Yeah, 19.2000. I couldn't find it. Sorry, Luke. It wasn't available for me. Okay, I think I'm gonna close the poll now because all the votes are stopping. You want to save Viva La Vida? Alright, I guess we're saving Viva La Vida. And its replacement elimination.
Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life. Eliminated.
It's locked, so we can't even try to redeem it. I don't know if we want to take into account the other poll votes that were pretty close, but I accidentally closed it, so there's no way. Alright, now let's update the sheet accordingly. And then, so we have Joey Badass getting removed. Elimination round. Oops. Eliminated. Here, I'll just copy that. And Inner. Yes. Eliminated. We have Armand Hammer. Eliminated. Gorillas. Which one is this? Feel Good. And Keen. The Strokes. Kendrick Lamar, Money Trees. Where am I? Curtis Mayfield. And Gnarls Barkley. Classic. Oops. Tuck. Red Again. And Third Eye Blind. Alright, so now we should be down to 32. And that sounds about right. Right? Oh, maybe I should have shuffled them. Oh, sick. We're so back. We're so back. Oh no, are people getting heated in the chat? How does this feel compared to the coin flip? I feel like it might be better. I feel like it might be better. It's faster for sure. It feels bad for me. I do want to keep everyone happy, but just know we do have to limit our tournament to 32, and I personally can't vet all of them. I don't have enough time, so hopefully that's all right with you. Okay, so now that that's all sorted, let's see. Instafluff!
Aux Battle, let's go.
Thank you for resubscribing for 1 month. Happy 2 months to us. Why are you rioting? Why is chat rioting? I think the slowness of the coin flip makes it a bit more painful, not gonna lie. Not Like Us needs to be added. We made a joke in the Discord that someone is going to submit Euphoria and be like, oh yeah, this makes me so nostalgic for the summer. Or I guess the spring. That was in May or earlier. When is Bob showing up? I think we can call him now. What time do you want to start the stream? I'm gonna make a Twitter about it. I didn't even see this message. Can I call you now? Yep. All right. Oops. I went to a Peggy concert last night. It was the best concert of my life. Oh, I'm glad you had fun. Oops.
Oh, I gotta turn my music off. I gotta turn my music off.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Yes. Although, yes. Yes.
Alright, chat, can you hear Bob?
Can you guys can hear me okay?
Here, let
Hold
me...
on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Alright. Alright. So, for those of you who are new to this, we're not allowed to stream these songs on this account, so I do have to go raid my DJ channel. So let me start up that stream real quick.
Oh man, it's been too long. I don't remember how to like do anything.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't remember how to turn on my camera in Discord. Wow, it's been a long time. Oh, there's just a button. Just press the button. There we go. Yay! All right. Okay.
All right. So I already explained this to chat a little bit. We just did an elimination round to get us down to 32 submissions. We're just going to be doing a little bracket, listening to the snippets. This usually takes about an hour to go through the first round, and then we'll shorten the times for listening for round 2, quarterfinals, and the finals, and the semifinals. And then I do have to raid my second account so that we can stream the music. So give me a second to do that.
All right. How's everyone doing this morning?
Oh, we can hear your Discord notifications, by the way. My bad. How do I mute this?
Yeah, I know, right? That's how it always is. It's like all these things chime and chirp and... Is it okay if I play Slay the Spire while I participate?
Sure.
All right.
It's been a while since I've played Slay.
I really enjoy this game. I was telling actually of all people, my mother-in-law was asking me about it over the weekend because we were doing some stuff together, and I was telling her it's basically, I think it's the best game I've ever played in terms of like how much you pay for it, which is only $10, and then how much I've enjoyed it and all the time I put into it. And you know, like some games you really like, but sometimes there's aspects where it's like, oh, I just really don't like this part of this game that I love or whatever. Like there's nothing I dislike, and I enjoy it all, and it's good challenge. It makes me feel dumb. Sometimes I feel smart. But good old Slay the Spire.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes it worth it though, because when you do feel like you've got it, then you've got it.
Yeah, and every now and then I'll put together a deck on a run, and I'm just like, this is incredible. This is the best deck I've ever had in my life. There was one, I remember I was sad when I beat the run, because I was like, oh, the deck is gone now.
It's been too long. I'll have to open up a game soon.
Well, they've got there's a sequel coming next year. They're making another one.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
And I was telling my wife, I was like, how do you make the sequel to the best game ever made? I don't know if you can. It seems impossible.
All right, I'm gonna get this set up real quick so that we can all see your beautiful face.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm actually still somewhat tan. I'm kind of surprised.
How did I do this last time? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Playing Nice, for gifting. Now everyone here has access to the DJ channel in our Discord. Playing Nice W. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna close out. You're the first guest host that I have on the Aux Battle. This is also only our third run, so we'll see how it goes.
Now, I've never done an Aux Battle before, so how do we listen to the song and we pick one from the two?
Yeah. So this prompt here. This prompt is a song that makes you feel nostalgic, so we'll just keep in mind.
Okay, that's a great prompt.
Yeah, I was thinking so too, especially since it's the start of fall now.
Has that officially started, fall?
I think so. I think today's the first day.
We have a forecast of 100 degrees Monday and Tuesday of next week.
All right.
I'm so tired of it. Of the heat. I'm done. Absolutely done.
Understandable. I'm gonna pin you to the top so that we can see it. For some reason, it's not working. Oh.
You're making me feel better about myself, Beth, because every
This
now and
was
then I'll
supposed to go smoother.
But I'll go to like set up, and I'm like, why am I so bad at this? Like, I feel like anytime I watch somebody else's stream, you know, they're all experts and they know what they're doing, and I'm the only one that doesn't know what I'm doing. But no, it's not true. There are plenty of us out there that don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's just I have a lot set up on this screen, and I was trying to make it so that the Discord shows as well.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that is hard when you just have limited space.
Yeah. So there's a lot to manage, a lot to juggle. The first one, I was so stressed out. You can visibly tell, like through through the VOD, I'm like panicking. But we're trying to reduce the amount of panic.
Yes.
Every Aux Battle, the only goal that I have is to not panic so much.
That's a good goal. I like that goal. You know, what steps are you taking to try and achieve that goal?
Whenever I rewatch a VOD, I cringe, and then it reminds me that I should chill out a bit. So that helps a lot, actually.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. Very good. Very well done.
Step 1, lock in. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good step. First step, locked in. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think this looks good to me. Okay, so basically, I have these. I don't know if you're looking at my stream right now.
Yeah, I have the stream open.
There might be a little bit of a delay for you, but
there is. That's okay.
so we have. Actually, how do we want to do this? Because if there's a delay, it might be harder for you to hear in sync with me.
I'm not going to be able to hear the music over our call, right? That's not going to work. It's going to be through the stream.
Yeah. So maybe I'll mute myself. Well, but then there's a delay in our conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
don't know
okay.
how
So
this
it's okay. I can sort it out.
I can
We got all
screen share
kinds of-
with you. My computer might not be able to handle it, but we can try. We can try.
We got all kinds of cool songs in here. I know a couple of these.
Yay. I know a couple of them too. So we have 32 entries, and we'll just go one by one. I have.
I was like, where's the other? I feel like there's not that many.
Yeah. These are all the submissions. I'm gonna move this over here so that it's easier for me to paste in the poll.
It is interesting seeing songs that people have chosen for the prompt of nostalgia, just because there are certain songs in here that to me are not nostalgic. Like I understand why they would be, I guess, because of like when they came out or what makes, people remember certain things. But like, for example, Zombie by the Cranberries, great song. But I don't have any nostalgia with that one. That one's just like, that's always just a great song for me.
I guess a big part of this prompt is like, is it a general nostalgia or is it like personal to this person? I did offer a little space for people to add a note, so we will hear that. But other than that, I guess it's just kind of up to us and chat. We will have a poll up, so it'll be us and chat. We get the veto vote, but overall it is chat. So we'll see how this goes.
I like Peaky's comment of, I'm already dissing the songs and chat is cooked. That's good.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So for round 1, we have Paramore, Misery Business, submitted by Seized Poppy. The submission note says, this song will always remind me of my childhood playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero World Tour.
Yes, Rock Band. I've logged many an hour in Rock Band.
So then we'll play a little snippet. So that you linked to the wrong song.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So this one for me personally clicks just because Rock Band.
Sorry, honey, but I passed it up. Now look this way. Well, there's a million other girls that do it just like you, looking as innocent as possible to get to who they want and what they like. It's easy if you do it right. Well, I refuse, I refuse, I refuse. Whoa, I never meant to break, but I got it where I want it now.
Oh wow. Yeah, definitely takes you back.
and I'm only playing the snippets available on Apple Music, so I don't get to choose what plays. It's kind of a Russian roulette aspect of this song, because there have been submissions before where like it plays a part that doesn't necessarily connect so much with the prompt. But alas, this one is going up against the Cranberries' Zombie. There's no submission note, but it was submitted by Cube the Lad, so we'll let the music speak for itself.
Have you heard this song before?
I have. I actually have a lot of memories with this song with my family. All right, and now we'll start the poll. So type 1 in chat for Paramore Misery Business and 2 for the Cranberries Zombie. I did see someone in chat mention that maybe Zombie is the more influential vote, but Misery Business is probably the more nostalgic one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, what's the best way to properly define nostalgia? Because I think with nostalgia, right, it has to be some element. It's not like just remembering something. It's more of like when I think of nostalgia, I think of a game that I used to love. But now when I go back and play that game, it's like, oh, the graphics aren't as good as I remember, and maybe it's not as fun as I used to think, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think under that structure, I would say Misery Business is probably more nostalgia.
It looks like chat agrees with you with 64% of the vote. So we'll take this and submit it. Paramore Misery Business is moving to round 2. So next we have the Black Eyed Peas.
I wonder if I know these songs.
I Got a Feeling, submitted by Perdos with the note, "Tonight's gonna be a good night."
Oh, all right. I've never heard this one.
Oh, really? I feel like it took over the charts when it came out.
Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it.
Sorry, my camera froze.
Let's paint the town. We'll shut
Oh, it did.
down.
Oh, yeah.
Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it.
It's pretty catchy.
And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. tonight's gonna be
All right. This is going up against Gorillas on Melancholy Hill, submitted by Salted Zeke. With the submission note, you could say the song makes you feel melancholic.
plastic tree. Are you here with me? Just
They're both so
looking
different.
out on the day.
Yeah, I can hear the melancholy though in this one for sure.
Where you can't get what you want, but you can get me. So let's set out to see. 'Cause you are my medicine when you're close to me. When you're close to me.
Oh, nice little turn there.
It's so cute. I love this song.
The call and the submarines round the world will go. Does anybody know love?
Yeah, this is a neat song. I like this one.
On the day of another dream. If you can't get what
All right, the poll has started. One for Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling, and 2 for On Melancholy Hill by Gorillaz. Bob, have you listened to much Gorillaz?
I own the first album. I have it on CD. It's funny. Like people told me, "Oh, you got to listen to that one again," because I wasn't really into it when it first came out. I mean, it's fine. It's not like I dislike it, but I didn't like really love it either. And then everyone's like, "Oh, now that you're into hip hop more, you got to check it out because it'll be a totally different experience." I put it on. What is that? Oh, it's like a helicopter. That's like flying so low, it's shaking my desk. A helicopter.
wow.
Hope it doesn't. So anyway, I put it on again, and I was like, yeah, I'm just still not really that into it. So it's kind of surprising to me, but yeah, whatever.
Interesting. I feel like both of these are pretty nostalgic for me, but for different reasons. I Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas in general, probably more so of my childhood, and then Gorillaz more so for college because I didn't get into them until then. But we'll stop the poll there. Looks
I
like
like that Rudy said that CDs aren't nostalgic, they're ancient history. I'm offended, by the way. I'm terribly offended.
it looks like Gorillaz Took It is going over to the next round. So next up we have
Can you hear that?
no. I think you have like a very strong noise canceling.
Well, Discord. Discord's amazing. I seriously thought a helicopter was going to crash into my house just now.
That happened to me
Like
the other week. It was like a jet actually, and it wasn't even close to us, but it sounded like it was going to crash into us.
Crazy.
Don't know what's going on right now, but
Yeah.
okay. We have RJ Pazan Isakai with no submission note submitted by Nastrohan. We'll let the music speak for itself. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. And it's going up against Paramore Decode, submitted by Playing Nice with the submission note, Haley Williams, Our Beloved, Where My Moody Teens from the Early 10s At. Oh, man. I think that sample play maybe did the first one a little dirty. It felt a lot shorter than the second one, but type 1 in chat for RJ Paz and Esakai, and 2 for Paramore Decode. What did you think, Bob?
I don't know. Well, I had to duck out there for a second when the first track was playing because I was asking my wife, what was the deal with the helicopter? I don't know either song. They're both new to me. I feel a little bit more nostalgic with the first one, but that puts me very much in the minority.
Yeah.
I've never really listened to Paramore. I think I've heard their first album or something like that, but that's it.
I don't think I've ever sat down to like listen to a full Paramore album, but the tracks that I have listened to, I have very strong attachments to.
They've got some good music. And didn't they go through like a weird, it wasn't like a breakup, but like the singer, I remember like the singer and the rest of the band were at odds with each other for a little bit over some, I don't remember what it was.
I have no idea. I don't know the lore. Maybe someone in chat does. But we'll stop the vote there. Looks like Paramore takes it. Moving on to the next round. Okay.
Wow, Keegan says literally every member of that band has left and rejoined at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some turmoil, huh?
Yep. Okay, this one is submitted by Lucky Monkey. Grupo Mania, como vea. Submission note says, most Hispanic kids can relate to listening to this at real late night family gatherings. Very fun. Honestly, I've probably heard this before. It sounded super familiar to me, even though I'm not Spanish.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I think I've heard this before.
Well, it's going up against Naughty by Nature Feel Me Flow, submitted by Saiyan, with no submission note. So we'll let the music speak for itself.
So here we go. Now holla if you hear me, though. Come and feel me. Flow. Never mixing with tricking brothers, bitches.
Oh yeah, this has got a good nostalgia feel too, though.
This is a tough matchup.
Yeah.
So what? So long. See you fly by my try. How else could I say it when you play it? Try boom. Bye 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 bye. Here we go. Now holla if you hear me, though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go. Now holla if you hear me, though. Come and feel me flow. The flow pro poetical with skills only a better. No better. No where's the way to flow. That's on point like this.
I think he's freaked out about the helicopter.
Oh, wow.
While we're planning the jam, we bust with a party amateur damages, managing damaging mice, men, and even mannequins. You're a fan again. Now I wanna know who's the man again. Naughty's back like vertebrae. Word to hey I ho. The way I show you pray I flow. Steady breaking to the boogie, so bang time to slang bang and watch all the boo tag tags hang. bust lines like bullies. All we wanna know is if your body wanna party. It's the boot tang tang for everybody. So hip up and split up, get up your wit up, souped up, put your dukes up, no guts set up for sit up.
All right, the poll is starting. 1 for Groupomania, 2 for Naughty by Nature. People want to know what the name of your cat is.
That was Voodoo. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking over at the old chat there. Sorry, that's Voodoo, and the gray one is Hippo.
Oh, so cute. It looks so big now. So big.
He's big. He's pretty big. They're both pretty big, but Voodoo is a little bit bigger than Hippo is.
Aw.
They've been so much fun. These cats have been so much fun.
Yeah, I need more pictures of them in my Discord messages. I'm not
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, yeah, now that they're bigger, they don't snuggle as much as they used to like before. So, I mean, they still get along great and all that, but yeah, it's not like it was before with those pictures.
Sorry, my camera froze again. But Groupomania takes it. Moving on to the next round. Okay, next we have Supertramp, the logical song, submitted by Worma Guchin. Submission note is, it's part of my father's favorite album, so I would often hear it as a kid. Now the mix of lyrics and memories always takes me right back. And I'll reset my camera while we're listening to this.
I probably know this one. Oh yeah, I know this one. It's a great song. I'm doing everything I can to not sing along out loud.
Oh, you're totally welcome to, but it might be off because of the delay.
Yeah.
Alright, this is going up against Gautier, somebody that I used to know, submitted by Rose Dreamer. And the submission note says, wistful lyrics and a great melody makes this song so damn nostalgic, instantly brings back memories of car rides and past relationships.
Great ride up. I mean, that sells it right there, doesn't it? I don't know this one. This is new to me.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of a sad song, huh? The lyrics.
Yeah. Super catchy though. The song was literally everywhere, which is why I'm so surprised you haven't heard it. It's kind of a one-hit wonder for Gautier. But intentionally. I think he stepped out of the spotlight. All right, 1 for Supertramp, 2 for Gautier. Lucky Monkey says no. I think we were just about to cut off of the part, but we heard it at the beginning, so it's okay. It's okay. It is super sweeping right now, though. Chat has locked in their vote.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close. Both are pretty good, though. I'm very happy that a lot of these are fitting the theme. I feel like last theme was a little too confusing still.
What was your last theme?
It was like a song that makes you feel like you're in a workout montage in a movie. So people took that a little in a couple different ways. Okay, Gautier has it. 1. Moving on to the next round. Okay. Aaliyah, Try Again, submitted by I'm Tunchi. Also, I wanted to say thank you for subscribing on the other channel right as we were rating this one. Submission note says, tell me the song isn't heat, chat. Song doesn't age. It's standing through the test of time.
To let you in, know what you be yourself or play a role. Tell all the boys I'll keep it low. If I say no, would you turn away or play me off, or would you stay up? If don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again and try again.
Oh yeah.
Because if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again and try again. I'm into you, you into me, but I can't let it go so easily. Not till I see what this could be eternity or just a week. We know our chemistry is off the chain. It's perfect now, but will it change? This ain't a yes, this ain't a no. Just do your thing, we'll see how it goes. First you don't succeed, yeah. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. So first you don't succeed.
It's funny because I don't know this song either.
You can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again. So you don't wanna throw it all away. I might be shy on the first day. What about the next day? I said you don't wanna throw it all away. Might be bugging on the first day. What about the next day?
Alright, going up against the Avalanches Since I Left You, submitted by Spilkpilk, and the submission note says, holy shit. What? This is nice.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
One
I like
for
this
Try
song.
Again, 2 for Since I Left You. I like both of them. I haven't listened to too much. Actually, I don't think I've listened to any Aaliyah. I've looked into her story a little bit after people were flaming me in my YouTube videos for not having listened to her before. But I haven't listened to anything, so that was my first Aaliyah listen.
It is funny. I chuckle because people are passionate about the artists they love, obviously, and they get all worked up about it. And I every now and then I think, oh, people are just crazy and they need to relax. But then I think about myself and how worked up I'll get about the people I love. It's like, how have you never heard so and so?
Exactly.
It happens to all of us.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
All
funny.
right. But Aaliyah has taken. I did like the Avalanches one. A bunch of people were saying it would be nice to hear it sampled in something. It does sound like a good track to sample.
Yeah, I was wondering if I had heard it as a sample before, but it didn't quite ring any bells.
Maybe. Okay, it looks like we have Fetty Wap, Trap Queen. I literally saw a TikTok about this song the other day of someone making fun of the lyrics. We'll see if it comes up, then I'll talk about it after. But it was submitted by Toon Masks with the submission note Remy Boys.
Everybody hate who we just call them fans though. In love with the money, I ain't never letting go. And I get high with my baby. I just love the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby. I be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby, yeah.
Good sound.
I snatch a Ferrari and buy my boo a limb. I just might snatch her a necklace, drop a couple on the ring. She ain't wanting for nothing because I got her everything. It's big zoo up on the band, though. Remind me where I can't go. Remy Bush got the stamp, though. Kind of hell of the bands, though. Boy, how fucking your bands go, Fetty Wap. I'm limit 50,000 K. How I stand, though. If you check it from my pockets, I'm locked. And I get high with my baby. I just left the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. Cooking pies with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby. I just left the mall, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby. I be in the kitchen cooking pies. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Seen your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack for.
This is going up against Kendrick Lamar, our first Kendrick submission of the night. All right, submitted by Quacksu with the submission note. My English teacher back in 8th grade introduced me to Kendrick using this song while teaching. It's what got me into lyrical hip hop.
Nice.
I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. One Mac 11, if you boom with the bass down. Scheming, and let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in the twilight. We're pretty Benjamin is the highlight. Now tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me, reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven, no preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a gangster in silence for the record. Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone crazy. Trying to side my faces all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate po-po when the killer's dead in the street for sure. I'm at the preacher's door, my knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright.
Chat seems conflicted. 1 for Fetty Wap, 2 for Kendrick Lamar. Put your votes in. The TikTok that I watched was basically like making fun of the lyrics of Trap Queen, how it's basically about him making illegal substances in the kitchen with his girlfriend or whatever. And at the end of it, he goes, oh, I hope this doesn't come back. Like, I hope the lyrics don't come back to bite him. And now he's in jail. So that's all I know about the song. But but apparently chat feels like it's very nostalgic.
That's funny. Some good old fashioned rap snitch conditions there, huh?
Exactly.
That's funny.
Did not expect Kendrick to get smoked like this. I think this is the first time that he's been very brutally swept. So Fetty
Yeah.
Wap taking
But
it.
I think that's good. That means people are sticking to the prompt and the theme of the battle.
Yep.
Well, I have a question before we continue. Just I didn't see the whole list, but is 1979 by Smashing Pumpkins in here by chance?
I don't think so.
It's probably the most nostalgic song I've ever heard in my life, man.
Damn, I should have had you submit. I should have had you have a pick in here.
Oh, that one, and like Mary Jane's Last Dance by Tom Petty. That's another just nostalgic.
Man.
Anyway, I was just curious.
To either of those.
Both are great. So good.
For the next round, we have Far East Movement, Rocketeer, submitted by Willingly, with no submission note, so we'll let the music speak for itself.
No, to the stars if you really want it. Got a jetpack with your
this
name
one.
on it. Above the clouds in the atmosphere. To say the words and we out of here.
I didn't know this was Far East
Hold my hand
Movement.
if you feel scared. We flying up.
I don't know this one.
Here we go. Come with me. There's a world.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We should see. Take my hand. Close your eyes. With you right here, I'm a rocketeer. Let's fly.
Oh, yeah.
Up, here we go.
Let's fly.
Up, here we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. No, baby, we can stay fly like a G6. Shop the streets of Tokyo, get you fly kick. Girl, you always on my mind. Got my head up in the sky, and I'm never looking down, feeling priceless. Yeah, where we at, only few have known. Want some next level Super Mario. I hope this works out. Cardio. Till then, let's fly.
Here
Geronimo.
we go.
Classic.
There's a world.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I don't know this one, but this is just, it has that feeling to it.
Close your
Yeah. Very 2009s. Honestly, I didn't even know that was Far East Movement. Whenever I think of Far East Movement, I only think of like a G6. But I did hear that song a lot back in the day. This one is going up against Frank Ocean Ivy. Submission note: the sec I heard that the theme was going to be nostalgic, I instantly knew I was going to pick this song. I love it a lot. Hope you do too. The note is from Fox Pandas.
If I could see the walls, I could see it faking. If you could see my thoughts, you would see your faces. Safe in my rental, like an
This is a tough one.
back then. We didn't give a fuck back then. I ain't a kid no more. We'll never be those kids again. We tried to sit, had the exit.
Oh, that was a short sample. But poll is
Oh,
open.
wow, yeah.
1 for Rocketeer, 2 for Ivy. For me personally, since I only recently listened to Ivy, I would vote for Rocketeer. Actually, I don't know if I should sway chat like that.
That's really hard. Like, because I've never heard Rocketeer
Yeah,
before.
it's the opposite
but
for you.
yeah, I'm gonna go Rocketeer. I love Ivy. I think it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I could go either way with either of those.
To be honest, this was kind of when I stopped listening to the radio. I feel like same. I feel like 2009, 2010, 2000, well, maybe 2011 as well. Those were like peak radio years for me. So anything from that era is probably going to get my vote.
Yeah, someone had mentioned earlier, like, how I basically never had the radio on at some point. I really don't listen to the radio. Even like back in the day when, back in the ancient times with CDs, I was always listening to CDs and I would burn like mixed CDs and stuff like that. So I would always have control over what I'm listening to. It was pretty rare if I had the radio on.
Yeah, I was the opposite. I was always listening to the radio, at least back then. Okay, if you don't mind, I need to go to the bathroom really bad, so we're gonna do a quick BRB before we go on to the second screen, and then after those, then it should go by a little bit faster. So BRB. I'll play some music as well. Oh wait, I don't even have my licensed music to play on here. Hopefully no one yells at me. It's okay.
Sinfall wants me to throw a party while you're gone.
Oh, you're totally welcome to.
We'll trash the place while you're gone. All right, chat, tear it up. Tear it up. Ruin everything. Although, you know, I have to say that, will I be listening to Black Panther in the future? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if you guys can still hear me. Can you guys still hear me? Can chat still hear me? I'm assuming so. I don't know. Oh, okay, good. You can. Okay, cool. I'm doing well. Oh, I know the Donda reaction. Yeah. I've been doing good. I've been tired. This has been a busy week for me. Lots of long days. Well, not lots of long days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were all long days. But do I build? I don't know what that means, so I'll say no. Thank you, Sinfall. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I'll tell you a little bit of something that's going on in my life right now. My brother-in-law does a lot of the Spartan races. Oh, Bob the Builder, sure, of course. Yeah, I'm done. And so I'm gonna do a Spartan race in April, the 10K 25 obstacle Spartan race. That should be fun. But I went for a jog. I did 6.25 miles, and every half mile I was doing 10 push-ups. And by the time I was done, I was exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. It's a decent amount of training, like because it's just basically it's just endurance, a lot of endurance. So I can't do, so the highest I've gone in Slay the Spire is I've unlocked rank 18. I have not cleared 18. I'm honestly, like, I'm okay at the game. I'm not great at the game, but I've not gotten to 20 or unlocked it. Favorite band of the grunge era? That's tough. I was a huge Stone Temple Pilots fan. Loved Alice in Chains. Got into Soundgarden late. Kind of got into Soundgarden late because the radio only played singles, and so I never really heard their good stuff, which was like not the singles. I enjoyed Nirvana, but I wasn't a huge fan of Nirvana. They're fine. Who's the other band? Oh, Pearl Jam, of course. So probably that first Stone Temple Pilots album, Core, was just amazing. Telepath, listen to grunge. We were chatting, and I want to try and set up a thing where we swap 5 singles with each other. So I pick 5 songs, and they pick 5 songs for me, and just basically kind of do a little collab, right? We'll have like it'd be fun to do a Discord chat, and where we talk about the songs, and then we can record that and use clips as we react to each single, like on our own, basically. I think that'd be fun. To hydrate. Do I like new metal? Kind of. I don't like the name of the genre. I think it's a strange name, this new metal. It's to me, it's snobby, this idea that there's metal, and then there's this other metal that we're not going to call metal. We'll call it new metal. like technically System of a Down is considered new metal, I suppose, but they're just amazing. So, like, just call them metal. I don't get why it has to be. I don't get why there has to be like this subcategory, this new metal thing. But like, I think Seether fits in that category. I enjoyed them. What would be the other one? Stained is probably new metal. Stuff like that. But they're good. They're good. Chevelle, I'm a big Chevelle fan. Oh, you're back. Hello.
I'm back. Chat is
Sorry.
saying there's no flush. Hold on, I gotta appease the chat. I do a little flush sound after my bathroom breaks.
Very nice.
All right, we are back. Still in round one, second half of round one. We have Mac Miller, Best Day Ever. Where did my thing go? And for those wondering, I actually have heard this song before. It was used in a lot of, as background music for a lot of YouTube videos back in the day, so I have heard this one. Submitted by Brady with no submission note. We'll let the music speak for itself.
Whoa, I ain't just an average Joe, way above the average flow. Boy, my life is most dope. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Pursuit to be happy, on me laughing like a child.
Oh yeah.
Never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek. Ay, ay. And I ain't get away for nothing, cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. This gon' be the best day ever. If it ain't about the dream, then it ain't about me. Go a couple full weeks without a good night's sleep. Imagination, making musical creation. The journey that I'm facing, plus the paper that I'm chasing, got me crazy after saying with the lames. I see you hating, but there's nothing that you changing. Thumbs up, I'm maintaining. No complaining when it's raining. I be in another zone. Move out my mother's home to a world to call my own. I ain't gonna play around no more. Find a difference from the ground and the floor. If we gotta fight, I'll be down for the war. Thumbs up, homie, I'll be sure. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Pursuit to be happy, on me laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek. Ay, ay. And I ain't get away for nothing, cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. This gon' be the best day ever.
I straight up lied. I haven't heard that one. I thought it was a different song. What the fuck? That was so good. The one that I had heard didn't have as much synth bed, so I don't know what it was that I listened to then. But that was so beautiful. It's going up. Oh, it's a remix. Someone is saying that this is a remix. Man, that's beautiful. It's going up against Tyler the Creator Garden Shed, submitted by What's Up Osu, with the submission note, What's Up?
This is gonna be a tough one.
Smell it in your eyes. That there's something more to say than words. Run me back.
It's been a long time since I listened to this song. I forgot how good it was.
His whole album. All right, poll is open. 1 for Best Day Ever, 2 for Garden Shed. Submission notes are on, and the prompt are on the screen.
I'm very torn. I'm very torn. Like I totally agree with everybody who's voting Mac Miller because of all the obvious reasons, but it's yeah, I don't know. I'll just go with chat because yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, I thought that I listened to Best Day Ever. I guess this is a different version of it, but that was so gorgeous.
But I will say that the pick on Garden Shed is, in terms of submitting that for the theme, is a good choice.
Yeah, I'm surprised there weren't more picks from that album, because when I was going through, I have to do a little manual check. I was like, wait, this is the only one? Flower Boy? All right, Best Day Ever. Moving forward to round 2. Up next, we have Groove Armada at the River, submitted by Rudy. Submission note says, it's giving accidentally setting a 45 RPM vinyl to 33, pure slow dance, crackly, washed away by the sands of time vibes.
Great write up.
Yeah, I love these.
Oh, that horn coming in is great.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm saving this song on Spotify.
And there's a pickup after it too. Unfortunately, it gets cut off in this sample, but yeah, definitely listening to that later.
Yeah, this is fun. Just finding new songs to listen to.
Yeah, I love the variety in this submission. This is going up against George Clanton, I've Been Young, submitted by Shiver Me Timbers with the submission note Desu. Very different vibe.
Yeah. Initially, I was like, no, but yeah, there's something here.
Oh, this one's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I thought for sure, I was like, oh no, that first song for sure, but.
Poll is open. 1 for At the River, 2 for I've Been Young. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. What are you picking? I don't know.
Oh, I'm not voting.
Oh.
I haven't been voting, but I have my internal pick. I think I would still say At the River. Just
Yeah,
because
I'm putting At the River too.
But the second one really won me over in the second half, I think.
Yeah, when that chorus came in, it really did have a good nostalgic sound to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun, Pat. Thanks for having me. This is cool.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this one is pretty close, but it does look like At the River takes it 55 to 44. Submit. All right. Interesting matchup artist-wise. We have Mac Miller featuring Miguel for the Weekend, submitted by Nick, and submission note says, it's a nice song, chat.
I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah. I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah. Everything good by the weekend. Yeah. Everything will be good by the weekend. By the weekend. We going out tonight. Yeah, we going out tonight. Like fuck it. We going out tonight. Yeah, we going out tonight. Fuck it. We going out tonight. Yeah, we going out tonight. It's a weekend. We going out tonight. Yeah, we going out tonight. It's a weekend. I've been having trouble sleeping, battling these demons, wondering what's the thing that keeps me breathing. Is it money, fame, or neither? I've been thinking about the places that I frequent, all the people that I see. I'm tired of living decent. What do it mean to be a G? Yeah, and all the time we fall behind. Bitches in the concubine, I call them mine. Crazy, and God is I make water, wine, pause, and time is coming. They often hate me. Never will I walk in line, I cross the T's and dot the I's. Wondering how I got this high. Fell asleep and forgot to die, goddamn. I'm popping them downers and drinking them pounders. Faded. Get it over the counter.
I like that
I'm
part.
stuck on the browser, like how did I make it?
Have you heard this album?
This bitch don't know me,
No.
this shit is so lonely until she get naked. Don't even know what the day is. But I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah. I'll be good by the
It's getting harder and harder for me to listen to Mac Miller, man. It's just sad.
by the weekend.
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. This one is going up against Pipple. Give me everything. Submission note, it's a classic Mr. Worldwide banger. Thank you, Dr. Mantis to be, for submitting it.
Oh yeah.
Take advantage of the night. Cause tomorrow I'm off to do battle, perform for a princess. But tonight, I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing. Hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I'm gonna give you a ride, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. Cause we might not get tomorrow. Tonight, I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight.
I hate this song, but it's very nostalgic.
Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight.
It is so middle school dance for me. But type 1 for weekend, 2 for give me everything. Remember, the theme is a song that makes you feel nostalgic.
I gotta go number 2. I haven't heard either of those songs, so there's no nostalgia value associated for me, but number 2 just feels like nostalgia.
Yeah, I would say this was also within the same region that I was talking about earlier, like 2009 to 2011, where it was just
Okay.
on the radio constantly. Oh man, what a wild
90%.
matchup though.
Yeah, very
Sleeping.
different songs for sure.
Sleeping. Sorry, Mac. But Pipple takes it. Give me everything. Moving on to round 2. All right, next up we have Cocteau Twins, cherry colored funk, submitted by Steezy with a submission note, ready for the song to lose to hip hop. It is indeed going against hip hop. We have Kanye West, I Wonder, submitted by Tizo Turnover with no submission note. We'll let the music speak for itself. Also, I don't know if you saw Bob. Someone just said, Bob is probably the coolest guy I've come across on the internet.
And I like the next chat. It says paid chatter.
What album is this off of? Graduation?
I think you're right. I think Graduation. I don't remember. Yeah, Graduation.
Oh, it just popped up on the vinyl.
Oh, yeah.
Tuition is. Will you have back in the car, drive back to the crib, run back to their arms? The smoke screens, the chokes and the screams. You ever wonder what it all really means?
All right, poll is open. 1 for Cherry Colored Funk, 2 for I Wonder.
I'm gonna sin against everybody here. I'm picking the first one. I was thinking of something off of Dropout, or maybe no, not Dropout. Late Registration. There's one. I can't remember the name of it. I kind of remember how it goes. I just can't remember the name of it. It's kind of like an old school sound. I could find it if I pulled. Actually, how about instead of acting like I don't have a computer in front of me, right? I was thinking of Drive Slow. That's the song I was thinking of. Or My Way Home. One of those two. I always get those two mixed up. But one of those two songs I think has a very nostalgic sound.
Yeah. Both of these submissions I felt like were very nice. Looks like Kanye is taking over. Unfortunately, the submission note came true. Lost to a hip hop track, but I have been recommended Cocteau Twins a lot since the beginning of the channel because I covered The Weeknd's album where he has a song called Heaven or Las Vegas, and I think it was like inspired by this album or something like that. So interesting to finally get to hear something off of it.
Yeah, that song reminded me of a track off of the Crow soundtrack, which was a totally different band, but it just had this vibe. It was kind of cool. So it did have nostalgic value for me in that sound.
Mm. All right, up next we have MGMT Time to Pretend, submitted by Music Man 101 with a submission note, an honorable indie song to reflect on the past. And I saw someone asked what would I have submitted if I did. I think it would have been an MGMT song. I have a lot of nostalgia for especially this track in particular. So let's listen to it.
People are upset about this before. I thought so, but I couldn't remember.
I'll miss the playgrounds and the animals and
Oh, terrible cutoff in my opinion. It's going up against Coldplay, Viva La Vida, which, chat, just remember you vetoed this elimination. So we'll see how this goes. Submitted by Pyro the Maniac. Submission note says, just a good fucking song. Nothing else to say.
Feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield.
This is tough. This is a pretty good matchup.
For some reason I can't explain. Once you've gone, there was never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a low.
Polo's open. 1 for Time to Pretend, 2 for Viva La Vida. For Viva La Vida, I do think that it generally gives off a nostalgic vibe, especially since, well, I guess not especially since, but there's this guy for me that we've rated before. He plays piano music on Twitch. The song gets recommended all the time. I think just in general, a lot of people find nostalgia in it. So I'm not surprised that it got voted back in or vetoed from the elimination round, but compared to Time to Pretend, I don't know.
Why was it being vetoed? Because it was too likely to win? Is that why?
No, it was, so I had like a random elimination round beforehand to get it down to 32 submissions, and I had chat be able to vote one back in, and it was Viva La Vida.
Oh, I understand. I see.
But it didn't even make it against this round. Time to Pretend is moving on. So up next, oh, another MGMT track. We have Eminem, Discombobulated first, submitted by Asbrew. Submission note says, don't be hating, bitches.
Perfect.
Body St. Andrew's Hall, too many times to count. Before I tear up the shelter, give my dogs a pound. Now I'm about to treat all of you rappers noggins how Dre does every time he goes back to Compton now. Cause every so often I'll visit my old stomping grounds. And Doc's in the house, so you know the bong is out. Room is spinning like 900,000 miles an hour. Forgot what I'm talking about. Fuck, I'm discombobulated. Now up is down, left is right. Day is night now, in is out, black is white. So to and fro, and side to side. Am I coming or going, man, I can't decide. Cause back is forth now, and stop me.
I'm agreeing with chat in that this doesn't necessarily feel that nostalgic.
No, I'm looking at the release date, it just says 2020.
Just flew the coop, the cops are in hot pursuit. But the day they catch me is the day 50 will call it truce and squash the feud with him and John. I'll actually spit a bar that's not from a Dr. Seuss book, and they'll start a group. Fuck it, I'm a kook. I know I got a screw and a couple of marbles loose. Brain is like ramen soup. Shout the true boy, gotta give a De La salute. Cause my noodles in a knot. Call it pasta noose. Wizard of Oz and News. Same Marshall Bruce in that battle who lost the juice, who also used to sound like Nas on Live at the Barbecue. Now I got the juice, wouldn't beef if I was you. Like you, but beef is like I was you.
I agree with Salted saying lose yourself would have had a much better chance at winning.
Someone to argue with, I'm just all twisted.
I think that's the one that I've heard before. I don't remember. It's going up against MGMT Kids, submitted by Duty with No Note.
It already won.
I love MGMT.
But your voice is too loud. We like to watch you laughing. You pick the insects off plants. No time to think of consequences. Control yourself. Take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanted to be haunted. Control yourself. Take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanted to be haunted. The water is warm, but it's sending me shivers. A baby is born, crying out for attention.
All right, poll is open. 1 for discombobulated, 2 for kids. What fits the theme better? A song that makes you feel nostalgic. What do you think?
I'm just curious to see if we get a legit 100%.
Oh man, that was crazy.
I figured there'd be at least a couple troll votes or something there.
Or the person who submitted it, I'm sure.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. I was just
continue.
gonna say, Salted bringing up "Lose Yourself." Like that would have been a good battle. "Lose Yourself" versus that song.
Yeah. I haven't listened to too much Eminem, but I think I have listened to Lose Yourself more recently. And MGMT sweeps. Moving on to the next round.
I demand a
right.
recount.
Understandable. Take it up with my manager. Let's see.
Okay.
Jack Johnson, Upside Down, submitted by Aki. With the submission note, it was in a Curious George movie back in the early to mid 2000s.
And as the surface breaks, reflections fade.
Oh, I know this
But
song.
in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to
I
spread,
don't know this one, but I like it.
there's
Very
no
cute.
stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't
Oh yeah.
be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away. Who's to say I can't do everything? Well, I can try. And as I roll
Another song to
along, I
add
begin
on
to
Spotify.
find
It's so cute, huh?
things aren't always just what they seem.
Eventually for these, I want to write a script. I should have done that last night instead of working on the fucking elimination round. But I want to make a script that like adds all of these to a playlist so people can find them afterward. But for now, it's just you kind of have to look it up yourself. This one is going up against Bryson Tiller Exchange, submitted by Matatalka. Submission note says, a lot of people had that one relationship that changed their lives, but sadly it has ended. That is my nostalgia. Interesting matchup, says Pyro.
She's waiting for me. Everywhere she go, they playing my songs. That's why I say the things that I say that way. I know you can't ignore me, but so, yeah. So give me all of you in exchange for me. Just give me
Do you know this
you
song?
in exchange for
I don't think so,
me,
but that background
for
vocal
me.
sounds
Break it
familiar.
down.
This one? What was that used in? Oh, J. Cole. You're so right.
Yes, sir. Check. We used to lay up and then stay up, had sex and then blow dang. I shouldn't have played no games with you, just leveled up my rank. Last time I saw you, we ain't speak, that was strange. Guess there's nothing I could do, man, it's true. Exes changed, yeah. Hey, guess you changed for the better. Better. I know you know how to make me jealous. I was never loyal, let you tell it, yo, but I'm ready to fix it if you ready, baby. So, yeah. So give me all of you in exchange for me. Just give me all of you in exchange for me. For me. For real, shout. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Is you at 2 keys or 10 roof? Turn up, we until we just getting loose. Baby, I'm.
All right, poll is open. 1 for upside down, 2 for exchange. It was really hard for me to listen to that without hearing the J. Cole song instead, or like in lieu of it. Have you heard For My Eyes? I can't remember.
I have, but I don't remember that sample. Although I haven't put on that album in a while.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder because
Yeah.
I listen to so much music, and so I just don't remember anymore.
Understandable. Except I'm the opposite. I was just talking with Chad about this yesterday, but like I haven't really listened to music in a while. So yesterday I just put everything on shuffle and saw what came up.
Oh, that's cool. That's fun to do sometimes because you just forget, oh yeah, this song.
Mm-hmm.
Or even
Yeah.
better, a song comes on that you're like, what is this? I don't even know this. Oh, I heard this before.
Yeah. Lots to keep track of. All right, upside down sweep. Curious George sweep. Moving on to the next round. Interesting. Daft Punk. We have One More Time submitted by All Hail Hypnotoad with no submission note. But I love
Daft
this.
Punk
I
versus
love this
Creedence.
song.
Both these tracks are great. This is going to be a tough one. Oh, I can't dance because I'm out of sync with the stream.
It's okay. We'll take it to heart.
Total banger.
Oh yeah, one more time.
Classic Daft Punk. Going up against Creedence Clearwater Revival, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Submitted by Anonymous, but they left a note that says, not gonna lie, there's so many songs that are nostalgic to me, but this was the most impactful because my father used to play it a lot when I was a kid.
This is a classic song.
I've heard it.
Yeah, this is a classic song.
Dad core.
Yep, absolutely.
Nugget says Bob Core. Poll is open. 1 for One More Time. 2 for Have You Ever Seen Rain? Such a tough choice. I think it's because they're so different.
They are very different, but the thing that to me that makes this so challenging is because both songs are so easy to listen to and are so easy to play in so many different places. And so if you're familiar with it, if it's been part of your life, it's been everywhere with you, you know?
Love that.
It's so that's a tough matchup right there.
On the other hand, Brad Buck says such an easy choice.
The duality of man, right?
All right. It does look like Daft Punk One More Time has taken the lead. We'll submit this, and that completes round 1. Do you feel like you want to take a break? Here we'll take like a little bio break, run to grab some water, or go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know, I get so used to sitting in my chair for hours on end doing this stuff, right? I'm just like, oh yeah, we can stop. Forget it.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I need to take like hourly breaks, otherwise I'm gonna lose my legs. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Everyone grab some water. BRB. Music? Maybe? Waiting room music? We are back. Yeah, someone was asking for the track. It's Take Two by Slippy and Darby. All of the Monster Cat songs that are played are friends of the show, so go ahead and support. We appreciate it. We are moving on to round 2. And this one, I can't remember if we play it 30 seconds or 15 seconds, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'll let you choose, more or less.
Are you talking to me specifically for the time?
Yes.
Honestly, I just got to tell Elizabeth how this has actually been nice for me because I'm just sitting and I'm relaxing and I'm not worried about anything. I'm not trying to focus on anything. So I'm fine with longer if you want to do longer. I honestly don't have a strong opinion, but don't worry about my time because this has been nice.
All right, sounds good then. We'll probably go 30 seconds because it takes me a second to copy and paste everything to all my other windows and stuff. So let's see. First we have Paramore Misery Business. I probably won't read the note, but it will be in the poll at the end. So this one was submitted by Seized Poppy. Oh, chat is rioting because I forgot to flush again. Sorry, it's a different stream channel, it's a different environment, I just forget sometimes, okay? This one's going up against Gorillas on Melancholy Hill, submitted by Salted.
Plastic tree, are you here with me? Just looking out on the day of another dream. Where you can't get what you want, but you can get me. So let's set out and see. 'Cause you are my man.
Oh, 30 seconds feels so short in comparison to the entire snippet.
It does, yeah.
But we have the poll open, 1 for Misery Business, 2 for On Melancholy Hill. Maybe I can play for like 45 seconds or something. That might feel a little smoother.
I'm glad I said 30 seconds because I didn't really think about it. 15 to 30. The 30 seconds felt like 15, honestly.
Yeah, so we'll go 30. We'll go 45. But we'll keep the poll open for about 40. I can't remember. I need to write down all of my notes here. On Melancholy Hill takes it over Misery Business. We'll send you to the quarterfinals. And up next, another Paramore, Decode, submitted by Playing Nice. And going up against Grupo Mania, Como Vaya, submitted by Lucky Monkey.
Chino la
Two very different tracks.
Very different.
One for Decode, two for Como Baya. Decode is very interesting. I was looking at the Apple Music page for it, and it's off of the Twilight album that came out in 2008. Yeah. This is where I actually owned this on CD also. Listened to Bella's Lullaby quite a bit, and the Muse track as well. Lots of nostalgia on there for me, but looks like Groupomania has taken chat's heart.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
Hopefully
either
I'm pronouncing
songs.
that right also.
But yeah. I have not listened to a lot of Paramore, no. But that song, Groupomania. Like the person said on the note, that just anybody who grew up with that song, anytime you hear it, it's probably at birthday parties and all kinds of stuff like that, right?
Oh, I'm sure. If even you and I have heard it, it's everywhere. Gautier, Somebody That I Used to Know, submitted by Rose Dreamer.
This is gonna be a tough matchup, I think.
They've all been pretty tough. Going up against Try Again by Aaliyah, submitted by I'm Tunchi.
To let you in, know what you be yourself, or play a role. Tell all the boys, I'll keep it low.
Rest in peace.
Would you turn away?
Yeah, that's so sad when she died.
Would you stay up? Don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. 'Cause if at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again. I'm into you, you into me, but I can't let it go so easily. Not till I see what this could be eternity or just a week. We know our chemistry is off the chain.
It's a really nice instrument in the back there.
Yeah, I like that part.
Very smooth. One for Somebody That I Used to Know, two for Try Again. Poll is open. Avocado says, I thought I accidentally unfollowed. I was tripping. Nope, we're on a new channel for these music streams.
Now, why I missed that? Why is it that you have to have a new channel?
Twitch opened up a new program called the DJ program, and if you can play some licensed music on it, but some of the proceeds go to the artists, which is great. But if I'm streaming other things like video games and stuff, then it doesn't feel very fair to send them the money from that, or like to distribute the money from those streams.
I see.
So they recommend that you make a separate account if you do variety streams. So that's what I did. But it does make it a bit confusing or a lot to handle. So
Yeah. I would love to be able to sit down and just play music, like be a DJ and just play songs. I would do that for hours and hours and hours, honestly.
yeah, I mean, now you're totally allowed to. And since you don't really use Twitch for anything else, you could probably just apply with your account and go for it. You can also opt out if you decide to change your mind, but
That's really cool that they did that.
yeah, I think it's a good step forward for the music community anyway. All right, Somebody That I Used to Know. Moving on to the quarterfinals. And now we have Betty Wap, Trap Queen, submitted by Toon Masks, against Far East Movement, Rocketeer.
Everybody hate who we just call them fans though. In love with the money, I ain't never letting go. And I get high with my baby. I just love them all, I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. And I get ride with my baby. I'll be in the kitchen cooking pies with my baby, yeah. And I get ride might snatch a Ferrari and buy my boo a limb. I just might snatch her a necklace, drop a couple on the ring. She ain't wanting for nothing because I got her everything. Is big zoo.
It's just too catchy. I don't know. I don't
Good
know.
song, yeah.
To the stars if you really want it. Got a jet pack with your name on it. Above the clouds in the atmosphere. To say the words and we out of here. Hold my hand if you feeling scared. We're flying up, out of here. Here we go. Come with me.
This one's really good though too.
Yeah, someone mentioned, I think in the last time that we listened to this, someone said that it was Bruno Mars, but it's Ryan Tedder. They actually do have very similar sounding vocals. I probably got them mixed
Oh,
up.
sure. Yeah.
All right, 1 for Trap Queen, 2 for Rocketeer. Isn't Fetty Wap in jail? Yes, I already told my my story about that earlier.
Look how close it is.
I know. Oh my god, this one's tough.
You know, today's the first time for me hearing both of these songs, and I like both of them, but I keep trying to tell my brain it's not about which one I like the most.
Yes.
It's the one that feels the most nostalgic.
What better fits the theme? A song that makes you feel nostalgic. Oh, Bruno wrote Rocketeer. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Lots of influence. Rocketeer is moving on. Let's go. So, we have Mac Miller, Best Day Ever. And I guess it was the remix version that was submitted by Brady. Going up against
This is gonna be
Groove
tough.
Armada at the River. Submitted by Rudy.
Whoa, I ain't just an average Joe, way above the average flow. Boy, my life is most dope. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Soon to be happy, on me laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, ay, ay. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. This gon' be the best day ever. If it ain't about the dream, then it ain't about me. Go a couple full weeks without a good night's sleep. Imagination, making musical creation. The journey that I'm facing, plus the paper that I'm chasing, got me crazy after saying it. With the lanes I see you hating, but there's nothing that you changing. Thumbs up, I'm maintaining, no complaining when it's raining. I be in another zone, move out my mother's home to a world to call my own.
Brady actually says it's just the remastered for the anniversary of the project. Okay, then I'm curious to know what I listened to before, because I'm so lost on this, but... Alright, At the River.
When those horns come in, it's so great.
Yeah. Poll is open. 1 for Best Day Ever, 2 for At the River. I wish that I could do some sort of fade on these so it's not so abrupt. I feel like I'm getting whiplash.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess you could do it. Can you do it manually with the volume? But that's too much work. I wouldn't mess with that.
Would sound really nice though. I think it's Jover for At the River. Oh man, wow.
Yeah, it looks like it. I chose that one, At the River, just because it makes me think of like end credits from some movie or something like that.
Yeah, and I do like this write-up from Rudy. All right, best day ever. Moving on to the quarterfinals. And speaking of Whiplash, we're gonna go straight into Pitbull, Give Me Everything. Submitted by Dr. Mantis 2B.
Oh, that is absolutely Whiplash.
Yeah.
Cause tomorrow I'm off to do battle, perform for a princess. But tonight, I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing. Hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I'ma give you a ride, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. And baby, I'ma make you feel so good.
Going up against I Wonder by Kanye West, submitted by Tizo Turnover.
These dreams be waking me up at night. You say I think I'm never wrong. You know what? Maybe you're right. If you know what I mean, and I wonder if you know what I mean.
This is not the best snippet for I Wonder, not gonna lie. I'll have to listen to the full track eventually
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
to get a better feel for it.
Yeah, there's different portions of the song that, yeah.
Feel more nostalgic than others, or just feel
Yeah, I think so.
good to know?
Because like Kanye, his flow in that section isn't, the most smooth thing you've ever heard, right? It's just kind of clunky.
Sounds like a good snippet though. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to announce it, but the poll has been open and will close in 10 seconds. 1 for Give Me Everything, 2 for I Wonder. Sorry, just for all the audio listeners who don't tab into chat. It looks like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, moving on to the next round. And then we have a round of just MGMT pitted up against each other. First, Time to Pretend, submitted by Music Man.
I'll move to Paris, shoot some heroin, and fuck with the stars. You man the island and the cocaine and the elegant cars. This is our decision to live fast and die young. We've got the vision, now let's have some fun. Yeah, it's overwhelming, but what else can we do? Get jobs at offices and wake up.
Oh, beautiful. And it's going up against Kids, submitted by Duty.
Oh man.
Go for it, MGMT, y'all.
Crawling on your knees toward it.
I mean, it's tough because both songs are great, but also they both have the same sound in terms of like style,
Both out the same album.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You laughing. You pick the insects off plants. No time to think of consequences. Show yourself. Take only what you need from it.
Poll is is open. 1 for Time to Pretend, 2 for Kids. I think that I'm in the minority here, where I prefer the sound of Time to Pretend, or it gives me a lot more nostalgia, specifically because of Mystery Guitar Man, if anyone used to watch Mystery Guitar Man.
I'm pretty torn on it. I chose the second one. I think, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I could go either way. But the second one, it's got that do 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 do. I can't make the sound, but they both just have these cool little sonic elements they give like a nostalgic feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta check out that album. What's the album called? I'll just put it in management.
Oracular Spectacular.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But looks like Kids takes it. Moving on to the quarterfinals. Next up, we have another Whiplash round with Jack Johnson Upside Down. Oops.
Oh yeah! Wow, total Whiplash.
Submitted by Aki. Going up against Daft Punk One More Time.
And as the surface breaks, reflections fade. But in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away.
I love that pick because it's not just nostalgic, it's also just like so happy. It like, how can you listen to that and not feel happy?
Yeah, it's a good pick. I don't think it's gonna beat Daft Punk though.
Yeah, we'll see. We have One More Time submitted by All Hail Hypnotoad.
One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing.
I can't stop, Beth. I can't stop.
I know, it's too infectious.
Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time.
All right, poll is open. 1 for Upside Down, 2 for One More Time. Oh man. Started off strong with Curious George. Now it's pretty neck and neck.
I'm impressed
Now
by
it's
how
pretty
close it is.
close. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, it's literally 50-50.
My son came up with the idea, but we were talking about for Halloween dressing up as Daft Punk.
That'd be so cute.
The only problem is we looked up like the helmets, like trying to get the helmets, and they're really expensive. And it's like,
You can make some cardboard ones.
yeah. But I was talking about how I could, because I have a Bluetooth speaker, so I could just carry the speaker around playing Daft Punk and dancing as we walk down the street.
There you go. Oh my god, wait, it's literally 50-50?
Literally.
That means
50-50.
we're the tiebreakers.
I already voted. You're the tiebreaker.
Oh, I'm the tiebreaker now.
You.
Yes.
It's all on you. Don't you dare make the wrong decision, Pat.
Okay, I'll walk you through my thought process though, because like I
Okay.
said before, I feel a lot more nostalgia with the first one, like actual oh, I am thinking of my past. Whereas One More Time, I just feel like, it's timeless actually. It feels like
That's a
I
good
can just
point.
start dancing right now.
I think with me, with One More Time, I feel like I'm remembering all those days back in the 70s where I was in the club doing cocaine that I never did because I wasn't alive in the 70s. Like I got my leather jacket on, and back when I still had hair, and it's all froed out, and my bell bottoms, and all that kind of stuff. It just drips with that for me.
Just takes you back. So me personally, I'm gonna go for Jack Johnson, Upside Down. I think that it's more nostalgic. However, I am a big Daft Punk fan. Please don't come for me. Please don't come for me.
Wow.
Okay, we have
Had to be the tiebreaker.
We've completed round 2. I hate responsibility. So like anytime I have to actually be the tiebreaker, I'm like, oh man, I didn't think this far ahead.
Oh man, that's funny.
Okay. Starting off strong in the quarterfinals with Gorillas. Oops. On Melancholy Hill, submitted by Salted.
Plastic tree, are you here with me? Just looking out on the day of another dream, where you can't get what you want, but you can get me. So let's set out to see.
This is a great song.
All my medicine when you're close to me. When you're close to me.
Going up against Como submitted by Lucky Monkey.
Todos se quedan mirando, la gente hace una rueda y ella en el medio gozando. Como baila mi morena, qué bonita ella es. Como mueve la cintura, como ella mueve los pies. Allí se queda mirando y el tres se vuelve loco. Chino la mira y dice, Oscarito, que alboroto.
I feel like this one's gonna win the whole bracket.
Honestly, it might.
Porque yo vivo orgulloso de cómo baila mi morena. Mi morena es manía de corazón. ¡Qué loco, también!
Poll is open. 1 for On Melancholy Hill, 2 for Como Baya. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's fun. It was fun.
I just looked up if it was in any movies maybe, because I feel like that's where I would have heard this song used in like a salsa scene or something like that.
Sure.
Couldn't find anything that I've seen though. I'll have to do more digging later.
I've probably heard it just because where I live in Central California, the Central Valley is a large Hispanic community, and so yeah, I've probably heard it so many times without even realizing I've heard it.
Oh my god, this is 50-50 again.
Again. Oh no way.
Which means I have to be the tiebreaker. Oh my god. This was oh my god.
Well, you already hate Daft Punk. Now who do you hate?
Oh my god. I can't even okay.
I love that you're sunk down in your chair. I just now noticed. That's great. That's great. The weight of the decision forcing you into the seat.
It is a huge weight though, because like I didn't grow up with this song, so I can't be like, oh yeah, this is personally nostalgic to me. Whereas on Melancholy Hill, I listened to Gorillaz like 24/7.
Sure.
Transitioning from high school to college, which is like a huge nostalgic time for me. So like,
oh, yeah.
I kind of have to say this just based off of my own personal experience, but I love this song so much. Like even just listening to it and Chad being so excited about it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna piss off everyone. Oh, and also everyone telling me not to be racist is also kind of like a bit of extra pressure there.
I was gonna make a joke, but I was like, no, don't say that. Don't be dumb.
Do it for the culture. I'm like, oh my god.
This is funny. What's great to me about it is it's not happening to me. It's happening to you.
You can just watch me suffer and it's fine. Brad says we could flip a coin. We haven't flipped a coin yet.
No, you don't get to duck out of this one. No, nuh-uh.
Okay. Well, I did give my reasoning, so I think that
Yes.
I will say on Melancholy
Yes.
Hill.
Well, and look,
please don't hate me.
We have to keep in mind too that nostalgia is inherently its own bias. You know, like if you have nostalgia for something, it's because you remember it and you cherish it, and that is its own bias. So you have to lean with that.
Yeah. And now everyone's mad at me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, only 50%. Only 50%. The other 50 are happy. It's fine.
Yeah, you're right. If you really cared, you would have put your vote in, and you would have been subscribed, because subscribers get 2 votes for the price of 1. Okay. Gautier, somebody that I used to know, submitted by Rose Dreamer, versus Far East Movement Rocketeer. Going up against Rocketeer, submitted by Willingly. I'm gonna refresh my camera.
Oh yeah. It looks shut off on you, doesn't it?
I don't know why.
Above the clouds in the atmosphere, to say the words and we out of here. Hold my hand if you're feeling scared. We're flying up, out of here. Here we go. Come with me. There's a world out there that we should see. Take my hand, close your eyes. With you right here, I'm a rocketeer. Let's fly. Up, here we go. Up, here we go.
Okay, a poll is open. 1 for somebody that I used to know, 2 for Rocketeer. This one is difficult because I think they're both from the same era. They both give me the same vibe, the same nostalgic feeling.
Yeah, I agree with that. I lean more towards the second one a little bit. Both songs are new to me. I'm hearing them for the first time today, but I think it's more of the kind of like the chorus and the piano and the second one that I really like. That just kind of pulls me into that vibe of thinking back.
Yeah, we need to take you down the 2000s, early 2000s memory lane, 2010s memory lane.
So the early 2000s are just it's a gap for me because that's when I was in the Navy. That's when I was deployed. So
Oh,
anything pop culture, I have just a blind spot from 2000 to
go.
2005.
there you go. We'll have to get you caught up. All right.
Yeah.
Gautier, somebody that I used to know, takes it. Moving on to the semifinals. Okay. Mac Miller, featuring
Oh, here we
Miguel.
go.
Thank you for the sub, Lydia. Submitted by Nick. Going up against Pitbull. Give me everything.
But I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah. I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah. Everything good by the weekend. Yeah. Everything will be good by the weekend.
Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry, my bad. Best day ever. I was wondering what happened because I was like, I swear to God. Okay, whatever. Best day ever. Here we go.
Whoa,
I didn't even notice. I was just chilling out
but
too.
an average flow, boy, my life is most dope. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Pursuit to be happy, on me laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, ay, ay. And I ain't getting away for nothing, cause that just ain't
gon' be the best day ever. If it ain't about the dream, then it ain't about me. Go a couple full weeks without a good night's sleep. Imagination, making musical creation, the journey that I'm facing, plus the paper that I'm chasing, got me crazy after saying with the lanes I see you hating, but there's nothing that you changing. Thumbs up, I'm maintaining, no complaining when it's raining. I be in another zone.
It does have the same like spaceship vibes that I felt from Swimming, from the end of Swimming at least.
Yeah.
It's going up against Pipple, Give Me Everything, so brace yourself for the whiplash.
To do battle, perform for a princess, but tonight I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing, hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I make it feel right, baby. Can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight. Excuse me, and I might drink a little more than I should tonight. And I might take you home with me if I could tonight. I'ma make you feel so good.
All right, poll is open. 1 for best day ever, 2 for Give Me Everything, and a warm feeling in your heart for hearing an extra secret third option.
Yeah, right. I'm really curious to see how this breaks down.
It looks like Mac is taking the lead.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Mostly because
it is surprising, yeah.
Everyone in chat was saying Pipple's gonna take over.
I think with Mac, I mean, with him being gone, I mean, that's another thing, an element of nostalgia, right? Is when those times are gone and you just remember them. And so there is remembrance there with Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Well, it is if you have to do another tiebreaker.
No, thank God. I think it's just by 1 vote. So just so you know, your vote does matter here.
Yes, it does.
Pipple, Give Me Everything. Moving on. Barely. But the last matchup we have for the quarterfinals, MGMT Kids. Kids. Submitted by
Officially beefing with chat.
Submitted by Diddy.
You were a child, crawling on your knees toward it, making mama so proud, but your voice is too loud. We like to watch you laughing. You pick the insects off plants. No time to think of consequences. Control yourself. Take only what you need from.
This is that sound right there that I was talking about.
Very beautiful synthy sounds. It's going up against Jack Johnson, Upside Down, submitted by Aki.
And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its
I'm quite torn.
There's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away.
Hello, Aki. Nice to see you in here. Poll is open. 1 for Kids, 2 for Upside Down.
Oh, man. I really don't know. Both of those selections are excellent. So both of those picks.
Yeah, well, we're coming down to the final. I mean, I guess the semifinals, but, you know, getting closer and closer. So it's going to get harder and harder.
Okay, here we go. Both of them are just excellent. I mean, both. Again, like I was saying with other, hearing both these for the first time today, but they both just have that feel of remembering back.
Agreed.
That's what's so cool about music is you can hear a song and you just get teleported back to all these different times and places and stuff.
Looks like Upside Down took it across the finish line. We're moving on to the semifinals. We have Gorillas on Melancholy Hill against Gautier, Somebody That I Used to Know.
Plastic tree,
I'll play 30 seconds.
are you here with me? Just looking out on the day of another dream, where you can't get what you want, but you can get me. So let's set out to see, 'cause you are my medicine.
And Gautier. All right, 1 for On Melancholy Hill, 2 for Somebody That I Used to Know. I think I saw Lydia wondering about the audio sync, if it's an issue for anyone else.
I'll probably throw everybody off with my very poorly timed dancing because it's not syncing up at all.
No, I'm sure you're fine. I'm sure you're fine.
It is incredible. I don't know how many people use Discord for voice chat and stuff, but it's incredible how well Discord works. It's amazing.
Oh, my camera just froze again.
You got a great face though for that freeze. That's a good one. I don't know if I told you, but I'll share with chat. There's been a couple times I'll get on with Kevin. I haven't talked to him in a while on Discord though. I should hit him up. But there was one time he busted out his guitar because he wanted to talk about some riff that he was working on, and the noise canceling that is built into the Discord software was so good I could not hear the guitar. He was playing right in front of me, but it canceled all of the sound from the guitar. It only captured the voice.
Literally, same thing happened. I was on FaceTime with my dad the other day. He just started taking guitar lessons and did the same thing. I couldn't hear anything he was playing. I was like, great job, Dad. I couldn't hear shit. I couldn't hear anything.
That's funny. Yeah, it's incredible how well it works.
Yeah. Somebody That I Used to Know. Very, very slyly taking over. So, moving on to the finals. Okay. Pitbull, Give Me Everything versus Jack Johnson, Upside Down.
Oof.
You can turn off noise canceling. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off of FaceTime though.
To do battle, perform for a princess, but tonight I can make you my queen and make love to you endless. It's insane the way the name growing, money keep flowing, hustlers moving silent, so I'm tiptoeing. So keep blowing, I got it locked up like Lindsay Lohan. Put it on my life, baby. I'm gonna give you a ride, baby.
Against Upside Down by Jack Johnson.
And as the surface breaks, reflections fade.
I think every matchup that Pitbull has been in has just been so out of left field.
Yeah, it really has.
There's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole
Yeah, I wonder how well Pitbull would have done against Daft Punk.
things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with.
Poll is open. 1 for Give Me Everything. 2 for Upside Down. Oh, please, chat. Please vote.
A lot of my picks have been losing, which is kind of fun.
It's okay. I'm
It's gonna
barely
be
even
close.
thinking about my picks at this point. Like, toward the end of it, I'm like, I'm not thinking about it unless you force me to. And Brad says, I'm just rooting for the 50-50 this round.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Or on the final, that would be great if you had to pick the winner.
No!
And we could all accuse you of rigging the thing from the beginning.
But it is Jack Johnson, Upside Down. Moving on to the finals.
Wow.
In the last one, we listened to the entire song, but I'll ask you how you feel.
I would like that because I feel like I'm just hearing the same snippet. So it would be nice to hear the whole song. I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool. Then I will open up my Spotify and we'll see how this goes. And I will read the submission note this time. So Gautier, somebody that I used to know, submitted by Rose Dreamer. Submission note says, wistful lyrics and a great melody makes this song so damn nostalgic, instantly brings back memories of car rides and past relationships.
Think of when we were together, like when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your
Great opening section.
Yeah.
But that was love.
Maybe you can see why it like took over the world when it came out.
Resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found that we could not make sense, well, you said that we would still be friends. But I'll admit that I was glad it was over.
Yeah.
right, someone suggested that I maybe hide the information, or like hide the poll so that it doesn't show 50-50 or like the, oh, my camera froze, or show the results. So I think I'll try to do that. If I can, I'll just hide it off of the stream when we run it. But before that, we have to listen to Upside Down. Okay, actually, no, before we do that, I'm gonna refresh my camera.
What? Do you know why it keeps freezing?
I think it's my motherboard. It's just overheating, but that's okay. At first I thought it was the cords, but I replaced them and still having issues, so okay. All right. Upside Down was submitted by Aki with the submission note, it was in a Curious George movie back in the early to mid 2000s. I don't know if I've ever heard the full song actually, so this is nice.
Who's to say what's impossible will they forgot? This world keeps spinning and with each new day I can feel a change in everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's songs. I don't want this feeling to go away.
Very tough vote.
I like that they're both pretty low-key songs compared to some of the others that were submitted.
Yeah, they pair with each other pretty well.
I can try. And as I roll along, I begin to find things aren't always just what they seem. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. This world keeps spinning and there's no time to waste. Will it all keep spinning, spinning round and round and upside down? Who's to say what's impossible and can't be found? I don't want this feeling to go away. Please don't go away. Please don't go away.
I'm feeling mighty curious right now.
Please don't go away.
I'm not gonna cry to the monkey song. I'm not.
Is this how it's
You're just gonna save it for when you have to do the tiebreaker?
Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, so sweet. It's so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna open the poll, but I'm not gonna show it on the stream. So it's open 1 for Somebody That I Used to Know, 2 for Upside Down by Jack Johnson. And I'll let it run for a minute. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime.
We should have, I wish we had, what are they, some streamers, they have like the heart monitor thing. We should have that so we could see your beats per minute and see how stressed out you are.
Yeah, I should look into getting one of those. I'm curious to know what it would showcase, because I can feel my heart racing throughout these streams, like up and down. I'm like, if I could see this on a graph, it would be like me trying to pick the 50-50 winner is like way up here, and then everything else is like...
Oh, that's funny. That would be funny. Yeah, I was looking, I can't see the thing obviously, but fairly even. Although it looks like Monkey's winning if I just scroll through chat.
Yep, I just closed the poll, and the winner is... Why is it not showing on the... What?
Because
hold on.
you're rigging the outcome, that's why.
Wait,
You're cheating.
wait. Why can't you see it? Wait.
Oh, that's perfect.
Here, I'll just show you on this screen because so that you don't think I'm lying. But it was
52.
Jack Johnson. It was
very
Jack
close.
Johnson. Yeah, 52% to, I think that's us 47. So
Very close.
Upside Down, it takes the crown, and we have our winner for our third monthly. Yeah, I guess it's on a monthly cadence relatively. Aux Battle, thank you so much for helping me host this. It was a lot of fun getting to chat with you in between tracks, and
that was fun. It was, honestly, it was very nice. Just kind of relaxing, chill, hang out, listen to some music.
Yeah,
vote a little bit. That was a good time.
Yeah, and I
Good
heard you
time.
talking about your collab idea earlier. We should definitely.
Oh,
we should definitely. Do
well,
that.
how do you feel about talking about it real quick right now? Just, I have an idea. Do
Okay.
you want me to put you on the spot? Are you okay with that?
Of putting me on the spot of like picking my 5 tracks, or
Well, no. I won't tell you
Oh.
the songs, but just the general idea I have. So
okay, yeah, feel free.
basically, my idea, we would both pick 5 songs, so 5 singles, no genre limitation. And I was just thinking, 5 songs. Obviously, I mean, what's nice is you do reactions, and so you understand this whole thing, but it doesn't have to necessarily be what's best to react to, but just songs that you absolutely love, for whatever reason. And if, like, for example, one of my favorite songs is Invincible, but that's like a 12-minute song, so I'm not going to put that on the list because I don't want you to have to sit through something like that. Too long. But what I was thinking is we could do a voice chat together on Discord, and then you record your side, I record my side, and we'll just talk to each other about the songs. We'll give each other the list, and then explain why. Kind of like we did a couple months back when you had that thing. And then in our own time, on our own, just record reaction to those 5 singles that we picked out for each other. And then for the video, I was thinking post them, we could like post one a day or one a week or whatever we want to do, right? But we can edit in the conversation that we had with each other about the song before the person does the reaction to the song. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Are you thinking very similar to, the thing that I did a couple months back?
Yeah, that you never used.
Yeah. I don't remember if I talked about that on stream. It was supposed to be for the subathon, but alas. Yeah, I'm totally down to do that.
Okay, cool. I think that'd be fun. So think up some songs, whichever one. Like, because I mean, honestly, like I'm gonna give you a couple metal songs for sure, and don't think about it in a term of it's something that you think I'll like. Like, don't worry about if you think I'm gonna like it or not. Just like I'm not gonna really worry about if you're gonna like it or not. But like one of the songs I'm gonna have you listen to is "Down Rodeo" by Rage Against the Machine, because that's like my favorite Rage song, and I think it'll just kind of blow you away. So anything that, well, yeah, you get it. I don't have to explain it. You understand. Like whatever 5 songs that you love for whatever reason, and it doesn't even have to be your top 5 or anything like that. Just whatever 5 songs you want me to listen to, and then I'll do the same for you. We'll come up with a list, and then hopefully we can meet up and do a little, probably take half hour to chat about them. And then we'll record that, and then we'll figure out when to post all that stuff.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. Right on.
Awesome.
I'm excited. I'm already excited to see what songs conjure up, you know?
I'll have to really think about it. Like even just right now, I'm like, I have no idea what I would send you. But
yeah, I only have 2 songs. One is Downward Day, like I said, and then the other one is The Pot by Tool, because it's like it's just a huge song in terms of like reaction content, but also it's a great summary of Tool and what they do with their sound, but it's only like a 6-minute song instead of a 12-minute song. So you don't have to sit there for half an hour listening to it. After that, I don't know either. I have no idea. No idea.
yeah. Well,
And actually come up with more than 5, because just in case, if I'll come up with more than 5 just in case you're familiar with some of the songs that I'm thinking of. But
I probably am not, but I appreciate the leeway. Tony suggests we could do 5 different genres. I feel like that's even harder for me because I was very closed off in my electronic bubble.
I wouldn't worry about just whatever it is. Even if it's all the same genre, that's fine. If it's the same artist, that's fine. I don't care. Whatever you think, so songs that you really, really like for whatever reason, and then we'll share those reasons, and that'll be good, I think. And we'll just see how it goes.
That sounds good. I will keep that in mind and we'll talk about it then.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Sinfall's wondering if you've listened to any Radiohead.
Oh yeah, I listen to a lot of Radiohead. I have all their albums.
Nice. All right. Once again, congratulations, Aki. If you want to open up a mod ticket in the Discord, I'll send you more information on how you can get your little prize. We have a really tiny prize where I have like a list of Steam games that I will buy for you. So
that's cool.
So thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thank you, Bob, for helping me host.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was super fun. I'm glad I got to hang out with you. This was cool. A lot of fun.
Yeah, we should do that more often. More chats.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we'll end there. This was a bit of a long one. I think this is the longest one that we've had, but that's okay. That's okay. Good vibes all around.
Yeah, that was fun.
What should be our closing track? Here, I'll let you choose an outro track.
Oh,
on the spot.
Well, yeah, 1979 by Smashing Pumpkins. That was the one that was going to be my input if I was going to put a song in.
Sounds good. Then we'll let this play out as we head out. Okay. Thank you again, chat. Bye-bye, bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
Bobby yapping. It's funny now, I just want to listen to the song. No.